I'm not sure why it didn't work. Okay. There you go. Alright. Okay. Just gonna remove this. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem to want to pick up my. Oh. Found why it didn't pick up my microphone. Wasn't plugged in properly. Well, I mean, it's still not showing for some reason. So, hang on. Really is one thing after the other, huh? Oh, before I forget, I should probably plug in my computer. So, anyways, yeah. Like the audio quality is probably not great because I'm using the microphone from my computer right now because it doesn't want to. It doesn't seem to take into account that I plugged in my actual proper microphone yet, so that's probably why it's not showing up. Also, sorry if there's a lot of shuffling, but I forgot to plug in my computer, so. And it's a lot more work doing so when you have to stream from your bed. Unfortunately, so there you go. Okay. There. Okay. Boom. Okay. So I'm not sure why it's not picking up my microphone, which is really weird. Yeah. It's a thing, I guess. So I guess it's going to be hang on. I mean, it's not that scuffed. It's not that scuffed. It's not too bad. Could be better, but I'm gonna unplug my microphone. It's useless today. So at least it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Can be better. But hey, it is what it is. So, anyways, I held an art giveaway like last week. Well, it ran for 2 weeks and it ran until last week, and yeah, the lucky winner was Oren, and basically he wanted me to draw an illustration with the model of one of his friends, which is this cute little cow. Very adorable little cow. Her name is Wishy. She's very adorable. I've only known her for a couple of days. I haven't watched any of her streams yet or anything, but very adorable model. So that's what I'm going to be drawing today. So I'm just going to put her back in the references. And we're going to start by thumbnailing. So, oh, actually, just give me a second. I forgot I got, okay. I forgot I got new, line art pens. So, yeah. And, okay. How do I put... Okay, well, I really need to learn how to use our auto actions. So, I'm gonna be... Okay. Hang on. It's supposed to be seeing the auto actions. Oh, it's because it's not. It wasn't showing up. Ah, I see. Okay. So I'm gonna need you there. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Excellent. Alright. So, first things first, we're actually going to be we're going to be focusing on doing a little bit of thumbnailing. So, because I actually want to plan this ahead. I actually want this to look nice. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. First things first, though, I'm gonna make a couple of like frames that I can use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into outline selection, and then for some reason it's still like it's so annoying because it keeps doing that. Hang on. Okay. I didn't want to open Clipstudio Modeler. Go away, Clipstudio Modeler. Okay. There you go. Okay. But, yeah. So, what I'm gonna start by doing is I need a frame that I can use for different thumbnails, for the poses and everything. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So there's this option in the edit tab for Clipstudio Paint that allows you to draw an outline of anything. And actually I want it bigger, so I'm gonna go back into outline selection. I'm gonna type in 300, should be good. No, actually that's way too big, so we're gonna redo that. I said we were going to redo that. There you go, okay. How about 20? Yeah, okay, that's much better. So, it's actually pretty useful. So frame box. It's pretty useful because it's like you can use it for shading, you can use it for anything. That's fun. That's good. It's good stuff. So, oh, hi Kirby Smith. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. So, yeah. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy and paste this. So I can resize this. So that's about like the size of the illustration. So that's like kind of the aspect ratio, because like I really need to get into the habit of thumbnailing and like actually planning out my illustrations before I start. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna make a bunch of little boxes like this. And then I'm gonna copy and paste them again. Like so. Okay. See? Okay. So that's gonna be the thumbnails. I'm gonna mark it as a draft layer, and I'm going to actually no, I'm not gonna set a color to the layer itself, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a folder, call it draft, and then I can put all my sketches and everything in there. I can mark this as a draft layer, well, as a draft folder, and it automatically sets everything up to as like draft layers. And I'll actually, well, you can't really see it on the screen, but I can pull up my layer box, and yeah, as you can see, there's a tab there. It's called draft layer. And what it does is just says, okay, that's the draft layer, and if you didn't set it as invisible, when you export like illustrations to JPEG, PNG, or whatever, if you tell it, okay, I don't want you to export the draft, it's going to hide it, so you won't see it. So That's pretty much what it is. And then you can just change the color like this. So I have it as blue, but I could have it as red. So then I have a wonderful little draft layer right there. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, Phantom, I actually changed the I changed out the link, so it should be good now. It's only good for 100 uses, but it doesn't expire. So it doesn't have like it doesn't have like an amount of time until it expires, but it has an amount of uses before it expires. So I can block out as many dots as I can. Hopefully it'll work. So but yeah, so basically I have a draft layer, and I have thumbnails, and now I can, I can think of like, different poses I could use. So, actually, while we're at it, okay. Hang on. Give it a second. Okay. It's kind of annoying when it does that. Okay. Whoops. Hang on, I turned off my tablet again. Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, I really need to start putting reminders for myself, because I have a tendency to forget about things. So, and I wasn't really in the mood to remember things in the past couple of days, because fun little fact, I actually got my first shot of the COVID vaccine on last Thursday. So I was kind of tired. I had, my arm hurt a little bit, so I wasn't all there, but now I'm good. So at least there's that. Yeah. So I can think of like what poses I'd like to use. I'm not gonna use the line art pen. Hey, Soda Boy. Hi, Soda Boy. One. How you doing? It's Atropa, actually. Yeah, Bellatrix is actually my surname. So, how are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Okay, so all right, Soda Boy. All right, so I'm gonna figure out a good pose. So what could be a good pose? Okay. I'm just gonna write nails. Alright. Oh. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, it happens to have times where you don't feel as good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you'll feel alright soon enough. So. Yeah, so, basically, Soda Boy, what I'm currently doing is... Oh, no, that's... Oh... Yeah, that's shitty of them. That's really shitty of them. Goddamn. Yeah, they should have said it right away. Because... people, you and your other housemates could have died from it. So, that's not puggers of them at all. Hopefully everyone's all right. Yeah. Yeah. I've had not so good housemates before, but like the one year I was in college, but goddamn. Yeah, that takes the cake. Like not telling anyone else they had the virus until recently. That's like, yeah, that's very shitty. It's really, really shitty. Oh man. Yeah, I hope everyone's gonna be alright though. So what could be good poses? Okay, save this. I don't know. At least, yeah. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I actually got the COVID vaccine recently, so, well, I got my first shot, so. So yeah, if you can, do try to get vaccinated as soon as you can. Like the one I got was the Pfizer vaccine, and at least I didn't have that many side effects from it. But it did suck up a lot of energy for reasons, and you know my left arm was kind of very tender, so at least it resolved itself in like a few days. I did worry my mother earlier today because she thought like I got bad side effects from the vaccine because I didn't went upstairs like at all since like we woke up, so she was worried. But no, I was just reading a webcomic. I was a bit too into it, so I didn't see the time go pass by. So yeah, okay. So what could be a good pose? I'm gonna look up Pinterest. There might be good poses that I could use. Let's see. Ooh, that could be a nice art inspo. And that could be nice art, fashion inspo. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked a little bit. Okay, so I was looking at poses. Cute pose reference. Ooh, that could be nice. Drawing poses. Another one for drawing poses, and boom. How about girl? Let's see. Ooh, that one's cute. That one's cute too. Alright, let's see. Anyways, how you guys doing? Hope you had a wonderful weekend, or at least, hopefully it wasn't shitty at the very least. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, also, E3 is starting on Saturday. So, uh, that's gonna make it a little rough. Okay, so I'm going to my drawing poses, and I'm gonna go and see if I can find more. Nope. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look up at Sanchi's stock, since she has a really good oh, she switched to a Dorcas stock. Okay, I see. Well, anyways, at Dorcas stock, we used to go by Sanchi's stock on DeviantArt, has a whole lot of very interesting poses. Like, it's really good for like drawing poses and stuff. And the cool thing about it is that, well, she's wearing a leotard, so if you're not comfortable with drawing the naked body, at least at the very least, there's a Dorcas stock that comes in with her friends, and they have a bunch of like interesting drawing references, well, drawing poses that you can use as reference. So I'm gonna try and find something good for okay, let's see. It could be a good pose. I mean, I can also use the 3D models in Clipstone Paint Pro, because they're also pretty good for that. Only problem is that some of the poses I have in Clipstone Paint are not very Twitch friendly, so let's see. Yeah, okay, no, I'm not finding anything interesting, sadly. Well, at least not anything that piques my interest. Maybe something dancing? Let's see. Dance and performance. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, that's an interesting username. Fate. Alright. Let's see. What could be good? Hmm. Let's see. Maybe foreshortening. No, there's nothing interesting, sadly. It's not for what I need. Oh well. Okay. Well. Okay, so I'm gonna rely on my phone so I can look up post the references. Okay. Trying anime poses. Let's see. Okay. Okay, take your time. Okay. Alright, so Wishy has a very cute and adorable face. Cute little brown face. Okay. Alright, okay. I'm actually gonna resize the hat because it's way too big. It's way too freaking. Whoops, that's not my lasso tool. That was just a regular pen. Okay, so there you go. Ah, look at her. She's got such a cute face. She's got very cute. She's got a very cute face. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna sit a bit more comfortably, and I'm gonna keep working on Okay, it's the first time I'm actually drawing another VTuber though. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, just doing little thumbnails. Like, whenever it's like, whenever you're doing an illustration, you always want to make thumbnails like, you know, have some kind of a plan in mind. Unfortunately, I don't do that all the time, and I really need to get into the habit of doing that. I also have to get into the habit of doing warm-ups, like drawing warm-ups before and after I draw. So like I'm starting to get into the habit of it, but you know, I still have a long ways to go. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I can find more drawing pose ideas. So that can go in drawing tips. That can go into drawing tips as well. Let's see. I can't seem to find anything for poses, but that's okay. I can do my best and come up with different poses. So at least it's not too bad. Ooh, that'd be a nice art inspo. Okay. That too. Okay. Alright. Let's get back into it, shall we? Okay, so I need to make sure my phone stays, you know, doesn't turn off. So, but right now I don't have any outlets I could plug my phone in, unfortunately. So, I'll probably have to plug it into my computer. I'll do it in a second. So, okay, I do have one pose. Let's see. Also, I have to make sure that whatever I draw remains Twitch compliant, because I don't want to get nuked off the face of the earth, so... Alright. Hey, welcome back! Okay, so... I'm gonna... keep making them too big. Okay. It's like, okay, as much as I understand Twitch guidelines and everything, and I do understand that they do want to make money because they are a company, they're there to make money and everything. You know, I wish they didn't have double standards and everything. Because I see people, you know, I know some people are getting banned and yeeted off the platform for like nothing, and yet there are people that are going way over the guidelines, yet they're still there. Which is very unfortunate, but what can you do? You know, I should probably draw more fan art, including more fan art of like VTubers. So it gets me to draw other things other than my own characters, and you know, it's also I get to make stuff for like people like creators I like, and also it's good for marketing. So. Okay. So I have 2 thumbnails drawn. Okay, let's see. It's swishy. Oop. I love her. I love her description on her profile on uh, on Twitter. She's like, "I'm your clumsy technical support cow." It's very cute. So I'm gonna save this because that's actually a good reference. Good reference front and back. Okay. So very adorable tactical cow. I'm gonna keep it clean. So okay. I don't know. My earphone getting entangled. Ooh. Okay. So this brings me to another topic. So okay. So if you do go on Wishy Games Twitter or Twitch account, like she's not family friendly, I'd say. She doesn't post necessarily family friendly stuff. So I probably won't be posting, I'm not gonna post anything like that on my on my Twitter account or my Twitch account. But even though I'm not necessarily gonna be posting that kind of artwork, at least not there, you know, I don't mind it. I'm just not gonna post it on my account right now because I'm trying to keep it clean. Hang on. Let me. Just give me a second. I'm gonna shout her out actually. Wishy Games. So, sorry. She does art, but she's mostly been playing games lately, so. Actually, hang on. Chat. Yeah, I'm gonna do a shout out. Fishy Games. Okay. Yes, I linked it to the right thing. Yes, I did. I did. Excellent. Yeah, I'm shouting her out because, well, although she's not the one that asked her to fan art or anything, it's one of her friends. I'm still drawing her, so. Also, here's a fun little reminder. Never forget to draw from your elbow and not from your wrist. It's kind of hard to do right now because of where I have to draw until I can get a new computer chair. But you know, it's still good to know. Still good to keep in mind. So also I'll probably go on a little break in like about, I'll say 5 minutes, and then I'll be back after a couple of minutes. I keep forgetting to set myself a timer to when to go on break, and I've been streaming for an hour non-stop, and I'm gonna take a quick little break in 5 minutes. So I'll just to let you know. So. So the thumbnails don't have to be perfect because they are what they are, thumbnails, so. My ping? You mean my PNG? Or what do you mean by ping? Ping. Yeah, PNG? Oh, okay. So, the PNG I'm using, how it works is, it actually needs, yeah, PNG, okay. Okay, I was confused there for a second. Okay, so, basically how I set up my PNG is that, actually it's gonna be easier to show you, so give me a second. I'm just gonna pull it up. So, okay. I'm just gonna put this there. Okay. So, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick little break from drawing. I'm gonna show you how it works. It's really simple. And then after that, I'll go on my break. So, basically, for PNG, you need two things. First is, Discord, StreamKit overlay. And the other one is, Discord reactive image generator. Okay. So, okay. So you need two things. So first one is to make it reactive, you're gonna need you're gonna need to generate a PNG, which I did. So basically, you go in your Discord. You have to make sure that you know, your Discord account is set to developer mode, and then like that way, you can actually copy the ID of your account. So you just right click on your username, copy the ID, and then you can have two images you can use as your PNG, and you just have to copy the link. It's better if you actually open the image into a web browser first and then you copy the link of it, so it's gonna be better quality. And then after that, basically what you're doing is you're generating a CSS code. So you just type in, I'm not gonna input my user ID in there, but basically you'll input your user ID in there. And then you can input the image link for the not speaking image URL as well as the speaking image URL. And then after that, you can play around with the brightness, and then you can generate it. And then after that, the other thing you want to do is you want to go into Discord Stream Kit. And then it's gonna ask you to select a server. So for example, like, let's say I'm using my server, which actually I'm using the call option. I'm actually on the server right now. That's what is going through for my reactive image to show. And basically you want to turn off everything. You want to set up which channel you're using for the call. So for example, could be, well, in my case, I'm using trying to remember which one I was using. But you can use just chatting, okay? And then you want to turn off the display invite link because you don't want people to see that, right? And then you go into your chat widget. It's gonna fade out the chat. Say it shouldn't show up, but and then, well, in this case, actually, what you want is the general chat, which I'm using. That's actually what you want. It's not the chat widget or anything. You just want the chat. So you just turn off the show speaking users only and small avatars, and you hide the name because you don't want them to see what you're talking about. So then what you do is you copy this, and then I'm actually gonna pull. You're gonna see some feedback loop. And I'm very sorry about that. Give it a second. So you're gonna see it's gonna be behind the scenes, okay? Okay. So I'm terribly sorry about that, but I'm gonna show you. Okay. Hang on. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do actually, so I'm gonna pull you back right here, okay? And then, okay, so you see how my model is moving as I speak? So yeah, as I speak, my character is moving. So she moves, like she reacts to my voice. Basically, I have the URL of the StreamKit overlay that I set it up, and it's connected directly to my Discord to my community Discord server. And then actually I wrote down the width and the height of the PNG I'm using. And I didn't, like, I'm just using the same PNG for, like, when I'm speaking and when I'm not. And then, I guess I told Streamlab OBS to control the audio via OBS. So, which I don't really have to, because, you know, it's like I don't really, it's like I have a mic, so. And then I have the custom CSS, so I have the ID that's right there. So I have my user ID right there, and then I have the PNG for like, you can see the link. Hang on, it's kind of hard because okay. So basically, you're playing around with CSS. So you gotta do a bit of coding. And thankfully, with Jin's very handy Discord directive image generator, it's like you don't have like too much work to do. You just input your user ID and then you put in the PNG link, and then it does the work for you. But yeah, so I have one PNG there, one PNG link right there. That's for when I'm not speaking, and then for when I'm speaking, I also have the exact same link. And then I shut down the source when it's not visible, so it doesn't, it doesn't like tax the computer too much, because as much as my computer is good, it's not made for streaming, unfortunately. Also, I fucked up my, give it a second, I fucked up everything, hang on. Okay. Here you go. Okay, so everything was a bit fucked up, but that's okay, that's okay. Okay, so the split capture mesh, I'm gonna move you like this. I'm gonna resize you a little bit. Whoops. But, you basically get the idea. I'm not sure what happened to my split capture. Well, to my overlay, so hang on, I'm gonna fix that. Okay. No, that's not what okay, there you go. Chat boxes. There you go. Okay. It was a bit wonky, but that's fine. That's a thing. But yeah, so that's basically it. You just need two things, and then you can just be on a call on Discord. Like, it has to be a server. So, I mean, you could just make a server just for, like, for when you're streaming, which I did for, like, the first couple of weeks I was, for the longest time when I was using the PNG reactive thing. I used a server just for that, but recently I started using the community server, because, I mean, it's there, no one's using it, so I'll probably make a channel just for that, so I can chat. But, there's also another app, that's really useful for for like PNG tubing that shouldn't be so taxing for the computer. It basically just works the same way as like, you know, VTube Studio, like treating VC Face, like that kind of fun stuff, but for reactive PNG tubers. And you actually get to have your character blink and everything, and like have kind of a breathing motion too, but it's like less hard on your system because it's just a PNG, so it only has like 4 options for like customization and stuff. It's called ENVtuber Mini. I'll write it down in the chat. So it's ENVtuber Mini. And you can find it off of like Itch.io. Don't make the same mistake I did. I was being dumb and I didn't realize at first that you needed the Itch.io player to be able to like play any of the games on there. So for the longest time I couldn't use it. I uninstalled it for now because it's like I'm trying to like clean up my computer a bit, and for now I'm fine with what I'm using, but I'll try to learn how to use ENVtuber Mini eventually and see how that looks like. And hopefully soon enough I'll be able to use my VTuber model more regularly. I mean, I could use it, but it takes a lot for my computer if I have Streamlabs, OBS, and VTube Studio open at the same time on the laptop. So right now my priority, unfortunately, is not getting a streaming computer because I'm fine on the current computer I am. Besides, I need a chair. That's kind of more important, and I don't have the space right now for like a new computer. So, but I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually. So. Actually, I'm gonna make her face rounder because it's very cute and adorable. No problem. It was a pleasure to help you. Yeah. I mean, Twitch doesn't have does have a list on their Creator 101 like section. Hey, my Coyote, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right. So Twitch does have a section where it's like creator help, like it's like a bunch of stuff to help you set up, like Twitch etiquette, how to set up your Twitch account, like setting up panels. I'm doing pretty good. I actually got my first shot of the COVID vaccine last Thursday. Like my arm did hurt for like a couple days. Was a bit tired, but now it's all good. So that was nice. But yeah, But yeah, they do have a section where they do say, like, they do suggest some, like, hardwares that could be good for streaming. I mean, ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I got the Pfizer. Which one did you get? Like, oh, you got the Pfizer as well? Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Like the only choices we have here where I live is like the Pfizer and the Moderna because there's been a lot of issues with the AstraZeneca as well as the Johnson & Johnson, and the health officials here didn't want to take any risk, so that's okay. But at least I got vaccinated. But yeah, yeah. So on the Twitch Creator 101 page, I can actually link it for you. Give me a second. Creator 101 Twitch. So it's Twitch 101 Creator Camp. So it's gonna be in the Go Live section, and there. Okay, so here's the list. Here's their page on like the hardware recommendations. And yeah, so basically you can totally stream from a MacBook Pro. There's some limitations, of course, like you're not necessarily gonna be able to stream games. Well, you can probably stream like better on like the newer MacBooks and the newer iMacs because they have the M1 chip, and that one is a lot faster. Doesn't heat up as fast. So I mean, my laptop's from 2015, so you know, it's an older model, so it does have its limits, but you know, it's pretty good for like a lot of stuff. But yeah, it has the list of like the different like hardware like recommendations. You don't have to follow that to the letter though. It's just, you know, it's a good starting point, you know. And like you can probably find something that's like not too expensive. That's, you know, within your budget. My plan was to build a computer at first, like build myself a gaming computer, but I'm not gonna do that right now because there's a shortage of like computer components at the moment, so it's not really a good idea. So I'll probably just buy like a really good gaming computer, and then I'll have to make sure to get like a really good like I need to get like a good like computer monitor, because you know I'm mostly doing art related stuff, so it stands to reason that my priority is also the quality of the image I have in my face. So I don't think anything is gonna be able to come close to how good my screen is on my computer, but because it's made specifically for like art related stuff. But you know, I could probably find like really good stuff out there. But yeah, it really depends on like what you need. Like if you're gaming, it's better if you go with like, you know, a beefy gaming computer. you could probably find something that's within your budget, or like at least you can save up a bit for it. Like also getting a good, yeah, I'm probably gonna be buying a gaming computer, but mostly for my own uses for the most part, just because I miss playing games on the computer. It's gonna be easier to like stream from the Switch as well. So I'll try getting a gaming computer eventually. It's not my priority right now because I don't even have space for it at the moment. I need to replace my computer desk and get a bigger one, but for that I have to get rid of like the bigger pieces of furniture I have that, you know, take up more space than I need. And of course, I'm gonna have to replace them with something smaller because that obviously takes priority. At least I should be able to find something that's like, you know, that's good quality and sturdy, but it's not gonna be too expensive on the plus side. Breath of the Wild's pretty good. Like, I literally did not mind restarting my game restarting my game again, once I get to stream it. Because it's that good, it's that fun. And I even have like the DLC pack, so Iron Warrior's pretty good too, so I'll probably play that as well once I get to buy a game capture card. I like Animal Crossing. It's more kind of like, you know, something calm, you know, pass the time and stuff. I will recommend Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2. I totally like recommend Bayonetta 3, but it's not out yet, so I haven't played it yet. So, but I'm assuming it's gonna be fun. Just do make sure to take regular breaks in between playing sessions because your hands are gonna hurt after a playing session because you have to do a lot of button smashing for Bayonetta. Because that's the type of game it is, unfortunately, so, but it's good. Also, there's also Astral Chains. Basically what Astral Chains is, it's a science fiction based game. You fight against aliens from another dimension. Yeah, like, gaming PCs do take up a lot of space. Like, I'm gonna need a bigger computer desk because, like, I already outgrew mine because at first I was just gonna, you know, draw, work on my comic, just use my computer desk for that. But I started streaming, so I need a bit more space for like equipment and stuff. But before I can get a new computer desk, I'll have to get a new computer chair because I'm not sure it's gonna be good for my back long term to just sit on my bed. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so Oren won the art giveaway I was holding to celebrate getting past 50 followers on Twitch. And he wanted me to draw the VTuber model of one of his friends. And her name is Wishy Games, and she's very cute, she's very adorable. Look at her. She's an adorable little cow. She deserves pats on the head. She does have a Twitch channel. Goes by Wishy Games. Oh, that's good, that's good. Yeah. But it's not family friendly, but yeah, she is really cute. She's very adorable, so. Also do keep in mind if you're trying to shout out somebody, you just have to like write their name. Preferably try not to shout yourself out. Preferably. I need to write. Oh, hey, Muppet's there. Hi, Muppet. Hope you're doing alright. Ah, okay, you were trying to shout out Wishy Games. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you just have to write their name and stuff. But yeah, basically, like, your channel's not family friendly, I guess. So, I haven't been able to, like, watch any of our streams yet. Because I wasn't really in the mood to watch any streams at all, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. But, yeah, where was I? Yeah, so before I can even think about getting a proper gaming computer for streaming, and mostly for gaming, because that's mostly why I want to get it, I have pieces of furniture I have to get rid of. Like, I have a bit of renovation, like, by renovation, I mean, like, setting up a, like, storage system. Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, that's what I figured. You forgot to write the name. That's what I thought. But yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna need to put a storage system in my closet. So you know, I can put my clothes in. It's alright. It's all good. But yeah, so I'm gonna be replacing my bigger furniture because it takes up a lot of space. And I'm not using, like, I'm barely using any of it because I don't have that much clothes. So I'm gonna buy, like, so I'm gonna be replacing my furniture with, like, something that takes up a lot less space. And then I'll be able to buy a bigger computer desk. And then I'll be able to buy a computer, like a proper computer for streaming. So I'll be able to use my VTuber model more often. It's gonna be fun. I'm going to be able to stream games. It's gonna be easier to get, like, more equipment as well, because I'll have more space for it. So, and like, yeah, I can move out and everything, but we're in the middle of a pandemic, so it's kind of harder to come by jobs. It's harder to come by shifts. I'm not an essential worker because all I do is prep work. So the cooks can do the prep if they have to, if they have the time for it. So I don't have to come in. So I like, apartments and houses are really expensive, and they're making it harder for people to, like, rent an apartment or, like, buy a house for some reason, even though they're complaining that, like, you know, people my age are not moving into apartments or moving into houses, but then they make it even more harder for us. And it's like, you know, make up your mind, dude. But yeah, yeah, so right now for the foreseeable future, I'm stuck. Ooh, I see. Ooh. What kind of computer work are you trying to do? Yeah, for the foreseeable future, I'm like, I'm gonna be living where I am. So I'm gonna be stuck in, you know, my room for streaming. Hopefully in the future, I'll be able to have my own house or my own apartment and have an office just for, like, streaming and art. So I can keep my bedroom for just relaxation, sleeping, and, you know, that kind of fun stuff. So, ooh, yeah, ooh, I think it's called HTML School. It's actually pretty good for, you know, learning basic coding and stuff. Yeah, code is fun. I did try getting into, it's a website, actually. So HTML, is it HTML School? Let me check. HTML School. Yeah, it's W3 school. That's what it's called. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna send you a link. There you go. Okay. But here, you got. There's a website if you need it, so it's good reference. But I actually tried getting into computer programming. It was a bit too much math for my brain, so I kind of flunked out. Yeah. And I don't think I was in the right state of mind at the time either to do online courses, and I was doing it online, so it was kind of hard to focus and everything. So, then I realized, yeah, okay, I don't actually like programming that much. I like it, to do it in my spare time. Maybe not enough to go to school for it and everything. So, well, it is what it is. But yeah, you should show us what you've coded. And you should show us the progress as you go. That'd be nice. But anyways, I'm actually gonna go on a quick 15-minute break. And I'll be back afterwards. I'm just gonna get, a snack, get something to drink, give a break to my eyes, take a cat break. So, and I'll be back in about 15 minutes about. So, in the meantime, I'll see you in 15 minutes. So, you can take time to drink, eat something, take a break, stretch your arms, your wrists and everything. Yeah, cat break. Yeah, that's basically what I do for 15 minutes. Like, I want to do other stuff during my break, but then I just end up petting my cats. So, but yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. Just like the Terminator, I'll be back. Alright, well, I'll see you in 15 minutes. In the meantime, do take the opportunity to take a break as well, and I'll see you in 15 minutes. Alright. Oh boy. See you in 15 minutes. Alright. Just give me a second. I just have to make sure I mute myself on Discord. Alright. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, I took this opportunity to, take a quick little break. Had a nice little snack. So that was nice. Had some water, I took a break from my eyes and everything. So, anyways, let's get back into things. So I'm just gonna keep working on doing the thumbnails. So, okay. So, also I just wanted to say I'm not going to take an hiatus from streaming. What I'm going to do instead is I'm still gonna be streaming same schedule more or less. I'm just gonna be doing like what I feel like doing because my priorities are to finish my comic. Well, my 2 comics actually, and so I'll mostly be focusing on that. And like if I still have technical difficulties due to Streamlabs being a prick, as per usual, I'll let you know in advance on my Twitter account. That's actually where you can get all my updates, either on my Twitter account or my Discord server. Either one of them. I'll be posting the updates there as often as I can, so. But yeah, so. Oh, I should put, I completely forgot to put like a timer for when next to take a break. Because I'm trying to follow the Pomodoro technique as much as I can, but I keep forgetting. But I should really, follow it because it's gonna be better down the road for both mentally and physically for me. So, but anyways, a little update on other projects I've been working on. So I've been working on the world build. I started working on the world building for my long form comic again. So I'll have to work on creating the gods and the pantheon and everything, like creating the creation myth. You know, as it were for my comic. The short comic I've been working on, there's progress on it too. I'm like writing everything and stuff, so I'm just writing everything out. I think I'm gonna wait till I can buy the upgraded version of Calypso Paint, so I can rasterize the 3D backgrounds and stuff. So in the meantime, I'm gonna be making a bunch of like different backgrounds and stuff that I can use. Actually, let me just had to make sure my music's playing. Yeah, I think what I'm probably gonna do is after so after I'm done with that project, I'll probably just work on like long form comic. So like working on the setting, the world building. It's mostly gonna be writing, like designing stuff and whatever, like doing sketches and stuff. But like I already have a few gods as well. But because I have different cultures, I'm gonna need more gods. Well, I'm gonna start with like basic stuff first, but you know, it's gonna be fun. Oh, I didn't notice you had an ahoge. I'll probably continue like practicing Japanese from time to time on Duolingo. Just because I don't know, it's good practice. Like I want to go to Japan eventually. Yes, because I'm more or less weeb. Not as much as I was when I was younger, but still. Like you want to go to Japan, and I want to be able to hold like at least basic conversations. You know, so it's gonna be easier to order food. So you know, hey, welcome back, Phantom. Also, hey, happy Pride, everybody! I forgot to say that. I didn't get a chance to say happy Pride at all yet because I couldn't stream either on Wednesday or Friday, so. Yeah, happy Pride. Hope happy Pride Month. Hope it's going to be a good one for you guys. Hope you're gonna be safe. Yeah, I really need to practice the Arala. Because they're fun. But I'll probably practice doing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure voice dialogue lines as well. Yeah, so I'm trying to practice my anime style because I like the style I usually draw in, but anime style is cute as fuck. So, and probably what I want to do is, well, actually, my next iteration of a tropa is going to be anime style, and she's going to very much look like the type of character that says Arhara, so that's gonna be fun. Well, you know, trying to keep it as Twitch friendly as possible, of course. Another thing I really want to do is I want to practice doing more VTuber models so I can eventually make VTuber models for other people. It's gonna be fun. Like, I'll have to figure out my prices for that. But, yeah, there's a few VTubers I really want to make fan art of. Like, for example, there's Yoshino Art and Juniper Actias, who are the two that first inspired me to become a VTuber a couple months ago. Probably make fan art of Sapphire as well. And probably make, there's Lottie, and then I'm trying to remember the other one, but she's basically like an idol witch character, and she's very cute. So. Okay. So yeah, I'm also like I do have like I do have a good amount of work done already. So I'll just have to figure out which thumbnail I like the best after that. So, and then after that, we can start working on the actual illustration. It's just I want to plan it ahead beforehand. So, which is always good to do. Yeah, okay. So, Yeah, I do have to learn how to, I do have to learn how to market myself online better. So if I start sounding more professional, less personal, I guess, it's just because I'm trying to, you know, market myself better, because I am trying to create a business for myself, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But, oh, look at her. Look at how cute she is. Oh, man. But it's really good practice, though, for, like, the anime style. I like this. Am I going to keep drawing in the anime style? Yes, I will. I will. Because it's fun. And also because that's what's most popular, and, realistically, you know, if you want to succeed, you gotta play the game. That's how it works. But, you know, you also have to make sure it's something you enjoy as well, so. Because if you don't enjoy it, what's the point of doing it, you know? So. I keep forgetting her band-aid. I mean, it's not too bad because it's, you know, it's just sketches, so it's not bad. It's not that bad, but you know. Yeah. So once I'm done with that, what I'm going to be doing is, once I'm done with that illustration, I'll be posting it both on my actual main art account as well as on my VTuber account. So, which I should actually, yeah, I should totally log in my art Twitch account as well. I do have to do some cleanup. I haven't posted anything in a while because I was taking a break from it, but yeah. Okay. What could be another good pose? Okay, this one's just going to be as a joke, but I mean, I can't use it. I wouldn't be able to use it anyways. I just want to get ideas going, you know, ideas flowing and stuff, because I did say I was going to do full body, so it has to be full body. So like if I'm ever going to do, like I'd have to turn that one into like a normal person, not chibi, and then that one and that one I'd have to draw it as full body. So I'd have to, you know, do that if I'm going to use them. Hey Peter, how you doing? It's going well. I'm actually working on the right now I'm working on the art giveaway prize for Oren, and he wanted me to draw the VTuber model for one of his friends. And yeah, it's going well. I already have like a few thumbnails done because I'm trying to plan out everything. How you doing, Pietrelina? Hope you had a nice weekend. right, Lena? Oh. Yeah, they're all different. Yeah, they're all different. Vignettes. Well, they're different thumbnails for what hot pose I want to get going for the illustration. Though here's the thing, though, like some of them are not full body, but I did promise that for the art giveaway I'll be doing a full body drawing. So, like for this one and this one as well, I'd have to like make them into into full bodies as well if I want to use them. But yeah, no, it does help with illustration. I really need to get into doing thumbnails more often though. Like in the long run, it's gonna save me a lot of time. But yeah, at least I decided to do it for this one. So, and you know, it's going well. Like, I took a lot of time trying to like think of poses, but at least I like doing it that way better because at least I figure out the poses before I like commit to it, and you know, then it's gonna save me a lot of time in the long run. So. Yeah, it's fun doing thumbnails. I really need to do that more often though. Because I don't do it often enough, so then I end up just giving up like an illustration halfway through because I can't commit to like what pose I want. So yeah, but yeah, doing thumbnails is definitely something I'm gonna have to do as well for when I start doing comics more often, because I do have to plan out each panels, like what's going to happen in what panel. Something I need to learn is how to properly like plan out like scenes. Well, I mean, not written, because I know how to write scenes. It's just like I need to learn the art of sequential art. Yeah, it's super useful. Like you're totally right, Luna. Like yeah, I mean, it's like these ones are a bit detailed, but because they were quick and easy to do. But yeah, like you can just thumbnail your panels into like, you know, stickman. Just have like the basic poses and everything. Just, you know, have the whole setup, and then like you're good to go. So like it's all like personal preferences, I suppose. I guess. But something I really need to do is learn sequential art, because that's actually going to be, well, that's actually what I'm going to need to learn how to do for comics, because I do have to learn how to draw certain scenes and certain sequences. Like, for example, like, I know that if the scene's more, like, chill, I would say, it's like, it's not very action-based, it's more like dialogue-based, it's calmer, so to speak. You'd go with, like, you know, you like, you don't have too many panels for like one sequence. It's just like you just draw it out and stuff. You don't draw it out. It's more like just well, I mean, you could draw. It just depends on what you need. So, I'm gonna have to learn the art of sequential art. It's gonna be fun. I'll look up like stuff about that. So I'll have to do research about that. But I'm also in the process of learning how to build a world. That's from a comic. I'm not going to create languages because that's too much, man. I'm not even going to be using them, so I'm not going to go that far. I just need like basic cultures, basic religions, like basic like countries and stuff, like just basic stuff that I can expand on as I go. So like the more important country I have to focus on right now is the country where the main two of the main characters come from. So obviously I'm gonna have to develop that. Like I already have a good idea of like the story of it. I just have to write it down. There's also another country, like a big empire that's pretty freaking big. Like I have an emperor for it. And the emperor, he was emperor, had a son. The son took over the throne after he abdicated. The son made a lot of mess. Eventually died during a war. So, like the previous emperor went back on the throne, trying to clean up his son's mess. It's a whole thing. But yeah, the empire took over like a lot of countries, like a lot of nations over the time, over the hundreds of years. So, like that empire is going to be a mismatch of like different cultures. I mean, even just a normal country, like different parts of the country, they're gonna have different cultures. So, like, I'm not gonna go deep into it because it's more of a character-driven story. It's just, I want the world to feel alive anyways. So that's why I'm not worrying too much about having like hyper detailed world building because oh yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, like I do have a base. So I do have like a couple, like I do have a world map with all the countries named, like the ones that I'm gonna touch upon. Like there's a lot of those countries I'm not even gonna touch upon, but like I have the countries. It's like I started like there's two countries that they're fighting over water. So there's just like that's actually a plot point, like a subplot point. Like it's not a main plot point, but like I came up with that idea just on the fly, just for fun. And then while I was writing the outline for my comic, I was like, oh, that could be a good plot point for one of my characters. So she can have a bit more like screen time, so to speak. So obviously there's gonna be subplot points. So being able to have, just good basic, but like solid base for like the world building, even though it's like, mostly a story-driven, like a character-driven story, having at least a bit of like world building is gonna make it so I can have additional like plot points that I can use. So, it makes the story more interesting. Like the main character is Wisteria. Professional dumbass. Like the crown princess of Alfheim. But she's professional dumbass. She's the main character, like the main protagonist of the story, but she does have friends, and her friends, they also have lives, so of course they're gonna have plot points for them that can develop them as well. Like, for example, one character, she comes into play with how, like, our country and the neighboring country are fighting over water and other resources because they don't have a lot. And she's trying to resolve the conflict. But, like, the main character is Wisteria. Professional dumbass. Like the main character is Wisteria. Professional dumbass. she doesn't have that much authority, so she's trying to find help for that. And that's gonna come into play, but there's other plot points that happen later that helps her actually have the power and authority she needs to be able to put a stop to the conflict. So, but she's gonna have a lot more, like, responsibility afterwards. So, she's kind of reluctant getting those responsibilities because she just wanted to live a quiet life, but she's like, you know what? Yeah, I kind of don't have a choice. Like, if I want to resolve the issues and stuff, I don't have a choice. But, you know, that's like, you know, that's a subplot point that, you know, starts in the first part of the comic, and then I'm gonna bring on later. So, and I'm gonna continue later. Or like another character, she's a budding mage. Like, she's into magic, she can do some magic, but you know, she's an amateur. She's mostly self-taught, but then eventually she gets to become the apprentice of one of the most well-known mages on the continent of Arlen. So she's pretty excited about it. There's a whole part about it, and the mage eventually starts going out with one of the other main characters. So there's gonna be that's gonna be intertwined too. So there's also gonna be a bit of backstory. So, and it's this story I've been working on for like 6 or 7 years. But in those 6 or 7 years, I haven't done that much work because I was like not taking it as serious. I was doing it for fun, but now I'm like, okay, now I'm figuring out what I want to happen, like what I want with the story. I mean, there's stories that, you know, took longer to develop. Like, for example, Eden, which is a anime series on Netflix. The story was growing in the producer's head, like the creator's head, for like the past 20 years. So eventually it came to life. So now I'm gonna go back to thumbnailing. But yeah, it's like I'm not gonna bother with languages because it's like I'm not writing a novel. I'm writing a I'm writing a comic, and it's like I could create languages, but I don't have linguistic skills. Like, I can barely remember words in both my native language and my second language. So I'm not gonna touch like that whole other kind of beast that is creating fictional languages. So besides, just assume they all speak English. Well, I mean, assume all the characters, like all the countries have different languages. It's just, yeah, I'm not gonna create the languages themselves. I'm just gonna have like little hints that, okay, that character is talking another language. You know, have like those sorts of hints, because I'm not buttering with like that whole kind of like beast that he is like creating a full-on language. So yeah, no, you're right, Lena. There are things that work better for some media than others. I mean, it also depends on what you want to do. Like again, like I said earlier, you know, I have stories that are world-driven, and then you have stories like the comic I'm working on that is character-driven. So like the main focal point are the characters. But to make it more interesting, you know, they gotta fit with the rules of like the world they live in, and what they do is gonna affect the world they live in. You know. Which is especially true if some of your characters have positions of power. That's going to affect the world in more ways than one. especially if they, they have especially if they have like magic powers and stuff. Which is another thing I'm gonna have to develop are like the magic systems. So I'm not gonna have to worry too much about like the languages, but I do want to have like different cultures. That it's gonna be rudimentary stuff, but it's gonna be detailed enough that it's like, oh, okay, that's a different culture. That's a culture. That's another culture. Like I even started. I have to find my notes for that, but I did like couple of years ago. I did plan out like what different exports each country had. So, for example, you have like the two main countries that are going to be mentioned in the well, two or three countries that are going to be mentioned more often in the story. So you have the Kingdom of Helfam, which is where two of the main characters are from. So like the main protagonist and her twin brother are from there. They're like they're from the royal family. Like since it's a country mostly inhabited by fairies, there's a lot of magic and everything. Like a lot of the stuff they export is like magic related, but they also have a really good climate that's really good for agriculture. So because magic again, like they have like they have one of the like nexus points for like magic and stuff. Yeah, I guess that's how I'm gonna call them for now at least. Like they do export a lot of fresh produce that's has magic on it, so it stays fresh while it gets exported and stuff. So like they export a lot of like magic related items, a lot of like fresh produce, like game meat. Well, not as much because they only hunt a certain quota and stuff. They don't want to like drive all the animals to extinction, but it's mostly like fresh produce, magic items, that kind of fun stuff. Also probably like building resources again, like logging, like wood and stuff. But it's mostly like magic related items and like fresh produce, maybe like fish as well. Also, then Castantonia, the Empire of Castantonia. Well, it's a big ass empire, so they do have a lot of arable land. They do have a lot of resources, so they do export a lot of fresh produce from the south. They do export a lot of like building material, like wood, stone, like limestone, like marble, that kind of stuff. They do have a lot of fishing. They do have a lot of like rare minerals, rare metals, like that kind of stuff. There's also in the capital, there's like a big fashion center. Like there's a big fashion like district. So that's where like a lot of like different cultures, like different like fashion, like fashions from like different cultures like intermingle and stuff. So that's kind of like the fashion center of like the continent. So, or at least that part of the continent, that's like the big fashion center. And also Rasa, which is one of the countries that's like fighting over water and stuff, and is the country from where one of the other characters is from. They export a lot. They do export like rare material, like rare minerals and that kind of stuff. They do export a bit of like agriculture stuff. But they don't do as much now because they don't have as much water and they're fighting over with another country. So that doesn't help. But it's like they only have like export and stuff. It's like some of those details are not necessarily going to be brought on really into the story. It's just, at least I have a world where I can put my characters in, so it feels a bit more alive. Like, they're gonna be brought on, but like in the background for the most part. So, but it's like, even for fairies, like, you have different types of fairies. Like, the main one you see is like, the one we start on the broader come from, where it's mostly like butterflies and stuff, but like, you have a bit of a mix. You can have butterfly fairies, you can have mantids, bees, ants. Oh, and like some of them were kind of doing a lot like a few days ago, because I'm doing a roleplay with one of my friends, and like the roleplay is set in my world and stuff, so, and like a lot of the characters are fairies, because she wanted to make them into fairies, so she came out with a bunch of tribes. So, well, I do have to thank her for helping me with the world building, but I did come up with the idea of like ant fairies, and you live underground. You know, they're like fairies, you know, they do farm underground. Like, you know, they mostly keep to themselves, but they're very like tightly connected and stuff, so it's pretty cool. It's really fun stuff. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go into another break. And I'll come back in about 15 minutes again, because I'm trying to follow the Pomodoro technique. Trying to think about my health and stuff, so I'm gonna give a break to my hands because it's starting to hurt. And I'll be back in about 15 minutes. We're gonna finish up drawing the thumbnails. And then after that, probably just make sure I have like color palette and everything. And then after that, I think I'll be done for tonight, and I'll keep working on it Wednesday. So, yeah, that sounds good. So I'll see you in about 15 minutes. Alright? Alright. You. Right, I'm back. Alright, just give me a second. I'm just gonna set another timer. Okay, so, we're back. So we're just gonna finish up doing the thumbnails. And then I think that'll be it for tonight, actually, so... Eh... So that was, 8? Yeah, it was 8. At least the good thing about those thumbnails is that, like, I can just easily use, like, I can just pick a pose, then do the illustration for Oren. And then what I can do is the other ones, I could reuse them for, like, if I want to make more fan art of Wishy games. So at least they'll get recycled. But yeah. And then number 9. Actually going to resize that. Nope. Not the way I wanted to resize it, but yeah, so once I'm done with that project, I'll actually work on my long form comic. And I'll keep working on the short comic as well. I'll be making assets and everything. And once I get the chance to, I'll be getting the X version of Clipstill Paint. So I'll be able to rasterize backgrounds, which is going to be useful when I'm working on comics. Like, I don't mind doing drawing backgrounds by hand if I'm just doing, like, you know, an illustration. Like, one illustration. But, I don't think it's gonna be very healthy for both my mind and my hand if I'm drawing them by hand for, like, for comics. So... Alright, so that should be all of the thumbnails. So okay, so I think that should be good for poses. I'm gonna figure out which one I want to use, but I do really like this one. This one's good too. I like this one as well. This one's pretty interesting too. So I'm gonna have to like decide which one I'm gonna go with, but at least I have like little hearts. So like this one's good as well. Like this one's good as well, but that was more of a joke, but I kinda like that one too. So I have to turn it into a full body pose. So decisions. But yeah, okay, so I think that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. We did do a lot of work. Like a lot of good work. At least I have the planning done, which is good. This getting a bit late. A bit too late to start working on like a large scale, like such a big illustration. So probably I'll keep working on it Wednesday. So I'll start working on the sketch, and all the fun stuff on Wednesday. And yeah. So I'll try to send an update of where I'm at in the project to Oren, so at least he knows what's going on. And at least I can get his input on it as well. Because I know he did give me carte blanche, but you know, he's the one who asked for the illustration, so you know. So I think that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for coming, guys. Once again, if you want more updates, you can go on my Twitter, or you can join my Discord server, and that's where I'll be posting updates if I'm streaming or not. And you know, it's a good way to get to know the rest of your community and everything. And yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for coming, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I mean, I did enjoy myself, which is pretty poggers. And I'll see you again on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give or take, just depends on whether my computer just depends if Streamlabs OBS wants to cooperate. It should, but you know. So yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Very much appreciated. I love you guys. I'm sending you lots of kisses and hugs. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves as much as I did. So, bye. See you again Wednesday. Take care. Bye!